In this video, I'll show you the best items, fruits, and abilities for easily and quickly progressing through the first sea in Blox fruits. Let's get started. If you want to get through the first sea in Blox fruits quickly and with as few problems as possible, choosing the right fruit is extremely important. Some fruits may look powerful, but they're not very useful for beginners. That's why today I'm going to show you the 3 best fruits for the first sea. Let's start with 3rd place. That spot goes to ice. Ice is one of the most underrated fruits for beginners. Its biggest advantage is the ability to freeze enemies. This gives you time to attack while your opponents are unable to fight back. On top of that, many of Ice's abilities can hit multiple enemies at once, making farming much faster. If you struggle with large groups of enemies, Ice is definitely a great choice. In 2nd place, we have Light. Many players consider Light to be the best fruit for leveling in the first sea, and for good reason. First, it has fast attacks with excellent range. Second, Light allows you to travel between islands incredibly quickly, saving a huge amount of time. Instead of spending minutes sailing around the map, you can move across the sea with ease. This makes leveling much more efficient and enjoyable. And finally, in 1st place, we have Blade. Blade is an excellent choice for players who want the most efficient early game experience possible. It offers strong damage, useful abilities, and makes defeating enemies during quests much easier. Many opponents in the first sea become significantly easier to deal with when using this fruit correctly. That's exactly why Blade takes the #1 spot in today's ranking. Of course, there are other good fruits in the game, but if your goal is fast progression and an easier journey through the first sea, these 3 fruits are some of the best options available. Fighting styles play a huge role in Blox fruits, especially in the first sea. Many beginners focus only on fruits and swords, but forget about fighting styles, even though they can help you level up faster and defeat stronger enemies. At the start of the game, every player receives the combat fighting style. Unfortunately, it's one of the weakest fighting styles in the game. It has low damage, weak abilities, and a limited attack range. It's fine for the beginning, but you definitely shouldn't rely on it for too long. There are many different fighting styles in Blox fruits, and each one has its own strengths. However, when it comes to the first sea, the best choice is Fishman Karate. Fishman Karate offers high damage and excellent abilities for grinding. Its attacks can hit multiple enemies at once, allowing you to complete quests and gain levels much faster. This becomes especially useful on the later islands of the first sea, where you'll often have to fight large groups of enemies. Another advantage of Fishman Karate is the range of some of its abilities. This allows you to attack enemies more safely while taking less damage in return. In addition, its abilities are easy to use, making the fighting style beginner-friendly. Of course, obtaining Fishman Karate requires some time and money, but the investment is absolutely worth it. After purchasing this fighting style, the difference compared to combat becomes noticeable almost immediately. You'll defeat enemies faster, complete quests more efficiently, and level up your character much more comfortably. So, if you're currently in the first sea and don't know which fighting style to choose, Fishman Karate is one of the best investments you can make for your progression. Now let's talk about swords. If you don't like fighting styles or prefer using different combos, then getting a good sword is a great option. The right sword can significantly speed up your progression and make the first sea much easier to complete. When it comes to the best sword in the first sea, Saber easily takes the #1 spot. Saber is considered one of the strongest swords you can obtain in the first sea. It offers high damage and powerful abilities that help you defeat both regular enemies and bosses much faster. One of Saber's biggest advantages is that it remains useful even after you leave the first sea. Many players continue using it for a long time because of its strong damage and reliable abilities. In addition, Saber is perfect for players who focus on sword-based combat. Its abilities allow you to deal massive damage in a short amount of time and make fighting stronger enemies much easier. Obtaining Saber isn't exactly easy, as you'll need to complete a special questline and defeat a boss. However, the effort is completely worth it because you'll be rewarded with one of the best weapons available at this stage of the game. So, if you enjoy sword gameplay or simply want a powerful weapon to make your journey through the first sea much easier, Saber should definitely be one of your main goals. Now let's talk about accessories. Many players underestimate how important they are, even though a good accessory can significantly increase your damage and make leveling much easier. In third place, we have the Tomo Ring. This accessory is perfect for players who mainly use fruits for damage. The Tomo Ring increases fruit damage by 10%, allowing you to defeat enemies and complete quests much faster. You can purchase it from an NPC near the Sky Islands for 500,000 belly. In second place, we have the Black Cape. This is one of the best all-around accessories in the first sea. The Black Cape increases all damage by 5% while also providing extra health and energy. Because of this, it works well with almost any build. You can obtain it by defeating the Swan boss in the prison. And in first place, we have the Vice Admiral's Coat. This accessory is perfect for players who use fighting styles, especially Fishman Karate. It increases fighting style damage by 10% and also grants additional energy. You can obtain it as a rare drop from the Vice Admiral boss at the Marine Fortress. All of these accessories can make your journey through the first sea much easier, so try to get at least one of them as early as possible. Now let's talk about abilities that every player should unlock in the first sea. Many beginners ignore them, even though they make the game much easier and more enjoyable. Let's start with Aura. Aura costs 25,000 belly and can be purchased from the ability teacher in the Frozen Village. This is one of the most important abilities in the entire game. Aura increases your damage and defense while also allowing you to hit enemies that use elemental fruits. As you continue using it, Aura can be upgraded, eventually covering your entire body. Because of how useful it is, you should buy it as early as possible. Next up is Air Jump. Air Jump costs 10,000 belly and is also purchased from the ability teacher. This ability allows you to jump multiple times in the air, making travel much easier. With Air Jump, you can reach high places, move between islands more efficiently, and avoid enemy attacks more easily. It's one of the most useful mobility abilities in the first sea. Finally, we have Flash Step. Flash Step costs 100,000 belly and can be purchased from the same NPC. This ability allows you to instantly dash or teleport a short distance. It's extremely useful for farming, fighting bosses, and traveling around the map. Flash Step helps you quickly close the distance to enemies, dodge dangerous attacks, and move around much faster. All three of these abilities can be purchased from the ability teacher in the Frozen Village. While they may seem expensive at first, they are absolutely worth the cost and will make your progression through the first sea much easier. And that's it for today's video. Hopefully, this guide helped you understand what really matters when progressing through the first sea. Many beginners make the same mistakes and end up wasting a lot of time on things that aren't very useful, so making the right choices from the start can save you a lot of effort. As long as you keep improving your character and focus on the things that truly help your progression, you'll reach the second sea much faster and be ready for the challenges that come next. Now it's time to jump back into the game and start leveling up. Good luck on your journey, and have fun playing Blox Fruits.